Nothing says I'm about to be on a revenge rampage like black leather and a motorcycle. Specifically, one that looks like a Harley Davidson, but for legal reasons is not.
Sorry.
No problem, I got it.
Watch out!
Jesus Christ, are you trying to get killed? Look, I'm sorry. I don't have time for this. Sorry about that, baby. I almost ended my car on a hippie chick. Hey, I'm not a hippie. Marrow, I'm fine. Look, I gotta go. I'm about to make the deposit. Sweetie, let me worry about the money. We'll have enough to cover the shipment, and once that comes in, the Saints won't have a chance in hell.
Yo, Shondi, we're gonna hack or what?
Hey, boss.
Shondi, I'm watching Bobby and Amber. Can it wait?
Not really.
What's up?
Marrow's girlfriend just walked into the bank with a suitcase full of money.
I'll be right over.
You know, if Jessica didn't mention Marrow directly by name in that phone call, then this mission probably might not have even happened. But in hindsight, I'm kind of glad for her stupidity. Hey there, friendos, Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back with more Saints Row 2 action, and today, it appears we are going to head down to the bank to make a withdrawal. Although, today, we're not going to this bank to get us some money, we're going to this bank to get us one redhead. Usually a little bit more valuable than any form of currency. Now, this mission actually used to be a lot more difficult before the patches that added in the tornado's ability to fire missiles when the police are using it on you. Specifically, as soon as the mission started, you got police notoriety for no reason, and there was a time limit. Here, I literally could have just jogged it over here and got to the mission perfectly fine. Oh, that's weird. Apparently, somebody at the bank already offended Jessica. She is not going to like what happens next.
Holy shit!
These are signs of a weak mind.
Whoop, false alarm!
Oh, God!
Well, that was weird. Wonder why she was cowering like that. By the way, I did not mean to accidentally grab that one security guard. Kind of bad aim.
Hold your fire!
There's no way out of here. Just give up.
Jessica, clearly you do not know who you're dealing with.
It's all over. We got a hostage situation.
And that situation seems to be resolving itself somewhat perfectly. For me, at least.
All right, Jessica, you're gonna turn off that alarm.
Yeah? How am I gonna do that?
Hit the off button.
I don't know which way to run.
Listen, I may be married, but I...
You know, it's kind of ironic. Cassie's got a little bit of red in her hair today, and Jessica is a straight-up redhead. Consider it a case of red-on-red violence, but whatever. The important thing is, I am avenging Carlos. Oh, they are sending in the SWAT team, and I once again forgot where they came in from.
Stop this any second now.
All I heard was something about stopping this any second now. Don't worry, ma'am. It'll be over very quickly.
Somebody call an ambulance. The suspect is extremely dangerous.
That was another way this mission was a lot trickier pre-patches.
We need an ambulance.
Before the patch, all the SWAT teams, and I assume also the other security guards who were rushing in, they were just as trigger-happy as everyone usually is when you have a hostage, which certainly did not help matters when said hostage also needs to survive. Well, when the survival of said hostage is crucial for mission completion. Huh, that was odd. Jessica briefly popped out of the trunk for a few seconds while looking like she was folded up in the trunk. Never mind that. We have to get over to the university arena because that is where Marrow is. I wonder what kind of plan Cassie has in store for him. You know, I always heard that he likes his presents gift wrap, but what would he think of his girlfriend being in a similar predicament? Okay, it looks like this is going pretty well. Ah, hello cops, what took you so long? To form a roadblock that actually kind of worked. For a few seconds anyway. Whoa, trying to get rid of that cop behind me, and I accidentally smashed into some car that was in front of me. Oh, crap. Come on, haul it.
Now you know why
I'm the best.
Yep, because you're such an amazing driver, Cassie. That is one of the reasons why you're the best. Okay, it appears that one of the cops managed to shoot out one of the tires on this thing. No worries, I still got 3 more. Man, that went pretty well.
Please let me out of here!
I'm gonna kill you right here, right now.
No, you're not.
What's this?
Do me a favor. When you check the trunk, just remember you should have offered me something better than 20%.
You would think that the organizers of the monster truck rally would note that the vehicle that the boss just so happened to donate right off the bat there, well, on a whim is more of an accurate way of describing it. You would think that they'd notice that it's in a little bit too good of a shape to be used as monster truck cannon fodder. Ah, well, good news is Jessica kind of got what she deserved.
The Brotherhood ain't exactly tacticians, but they got at least one thing right. Getting paid to do nothing is love. If we want to be major players, we gotta get some protection rackets going. And we might as well start with the neighborhood that loves to pay out, Chinatown.
Now, this stronghold is kind of interesting now that I think about it. It starts off in Little Shanghai, but for completing it, you actually unlock the Imperial Square district. Kind of strange when you think about it, especially when you consider that this is the only stronghold where there are 2 halves of it, and each half is introduced by a different person. In this case, the first half was introduced by Pierce, and the second half, as you will hear, is going to be introduced by Shaundi. Whoa, pipe bomb! Come on, activate the... Ah, good. I downed that burger super fast. After that moment of terror subsided, time to get on with the... Oh, hang on. We have critics. Don't interrupt me while I'm doing commentary, everybody. Now, I know it's kind of cheating to use the Annihilator for stuff like this, but explosions do manage to get the job done rather quickly in this stronghold.
I can still run away!
You probably should, ma'am. You do not want to get caught in the splash damage. You know, I just realized something. Considering that the last 2 parts involved Cassie doing things that pertain to heat, specifically spray painting while wearing the world's baggiest clothing, and driving through checkpoints while on fire, I may have realized that an all-leather ensemble might have been a bad idea. Hold on. 3-for-1 special. Hello, ma'am. Apparently, you did not think that several explosions just outside your shop's door was proof enough that you really need to work for us. Glad I managed to set one person straight, at least.
Dead or alive, you're only making it harder on yourself.
I think that one cop just managed to cut themselves off with their taunts. Alrighty then, looks like now some part of Chinatown's under our command.
The guy running the Brotherhood protection rackets owns the Pagoda Hotel. Shake him down and everyone else will fold.
That's what I meant by it's strange that this stronghold somehow has 2 halves and both Pierce and Shaundi are in on introducing them. Literally the only stronghold in the game that does that. Makes me wonder if there were originally supposed to be 5 Brotherhood stronghold missions, and you would and completing the final Brotherhood mission, which does give you a little Shanghai, ditching the bike there because they shot out the back tire and the handling sucks. Wouldn't surprise me if completing the final Brotherhood mission was not the way you unlock the little Shanghai district. Ma'am, I have no idea what your game was there, but I assure you, it sure did not work. Ooh, and I even unlocked the Avenger jacket. Maybe I might wear that for one video. Now I know it says to beat up the hotel owner, but I found out on the Saints Row wiki that you can just straight up kill him and the stronghold will complete regardless. See what I mean? What I was trying to say earlier is that with an all-leather ensemble and a bunch of activities in the past couple episodes that involved a lot of heat and fire-related things, again, baggy clothes during a heat wave, and then driving ATVs through a bunch of fiery checkpoints, and now an all-leather ensemble. Even if it does make motorcycles look cooler, I'm still pretty sure that all of the above is one hell of a one-way ticket to Swamp Bosom. I would have said swamp ass, but Cassie isn't wearing leather underpants. Just saying, folks.
I got the passenger manifest.
Thanks.
I'm not Shondi, so I had to, do actual work to get that.
What, you bribed someone?
Why you gotta be an asshole? Akuji bought every first-class seat on the plane. Looks like he's traveling with friends.
That'll make killing him a lot more interesting.
Well, if you want to welcome him to America, you better hurry. His plane's gonna land soon.
Okay, that little death glare that Cassie gave Pierce, that almost feels like it could be easily worked into a meme somehow.
How's Gat doing?
Well, he's been stabbed, so I'm guessing he's felt better.
If that was me, that asshole wouldn't have got away.
I bet.
Yeah. Hey, what the hell are we listening to?
Pierce, I was listening to that.
Too bad it sucked.
Who's driving the goddamn car, Pierce?
Why you gotta be like that?
Probably because she's the boss of the 3rd Street Saints. That is why, Pierce. Also, why was that Westbury mounted on the wall? I've heard of pulling over to let people pass you, but that just seems a little bit ridiculous. Also, it's nice to know that this mission establishes that the boss is a fan of hip-hop music, as evidenced by how they have it turned on to 95.4 K-Rhyme FM, and now it's time to welcome Kazuo Akuji to America the same way the best friends probably would, sneak in through the back so no one knows we were there.
This just keeps getting better.
Sure does, especially since I managed to get 2 people with that power slide.
Akuji is gonna have a lot of security, so be ready.
Good point. Something that shoots tons of bullets in a very short time frame. Don't give me that look. Some people have support pets, I have support guns. I'm told this sort of thing is somewhat normal. Oh, there's the dudes. There's the Ronin. Once again, time to make us a little bit more prime fried rice. Alright, let's try to take this a little bit more tactically this time. Again, Cassie does not care about collateral damage, just as long as she managed to kill everybody she came here to kill.
Someone must have tipped them off. Akuji didn't get off the plane.
Oh lord. Oh.
They're getting away!
It automatically teleports
We gotta
you
go after them.
over here once Pierce says that, and hey look, Cassie appears to be a master at levitation. Looks like this part is going a little bit more poorly than I had anticipated. If there's one thing I'm not good at, it's driving and shooting in a golf cart.
This is a hell of a ride.
Got that right, Pierce.
Pierce, you sure that was Akuji's flight?
I'm telling you, he was supposed to be on that plane.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. We can figure this out later.
Shogo-san desu. Hello?
What happened, Junichi?
What happened is that you left your father to die.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Junichi. What happened?
I went to the airport to safeguard Akuji-san's arrival. Once I saw the leader of the Saints making a move towards the terminal, I made my way to the plane so I could evacuate your father. His entourage willingly gave their lives to ensure his safety.
Let me speak to him.
No.
What?
Your father made it quite clear he doesn't wish to speak to you. Anything you have to say to him will go through me.
You ungrateful little...
Sayonara.
What I was going to say before the mission ended was that I did not expect to manage to hit the Ronin Knoxville so much that I managed to get it into that little state where it's burning to death right before it explodes. Also, it appears that Shogo is kind of desperate to earn the respect of his dad. That might pay into the events of the following Ronin mission, now that I think about it. Although, you know what's kind of interesting? I did a test recording of this last night, and I ended up dying during the Imperial Square Pagoda's stronghold, and failing the... No, wait a minute, I didn't die during Imperial Square Pagodas, I actually died during the last mission you saw. During the initial shootout at the top of those stairs, I actually failed Imperial Square Pagodas by accidentally killing one of the shop owners. Meanwhile, in this part, neither of those things seem to have happened. I'm pretty sure I might end up failing the next mission somehow. I can already tell that my driving skills have failed long ago. Whoa, anybody else see that little fender bender there? It's nice to know that I'm not the only bad driver in Stillwater.
Different eggs. Now come on.
What's up, Shondi?
Hey Blake, what you got for me?
White Widow?
I was talking about the info you called me about, but pass the peace.
Earlier today, I went to Shivington to find party favors for tonight. While I was buying, I noticed some Samdi wheeling in a bunch of chemicals into a building.
You sure?
I know a drug lab when I see one.
I'm gonna blow up some dust labs. You wanna come? You go have fun. I think I'll stay here. Suit yourself.
If anybody failed to notice in that last cutscene, yes, Cassie is wearing a leather bra. That is one of the reasons why I used the phrase swamp bosom to describe her situation, considering that it said that there is a heat wave in Stillwater at this point.
Another liquor store?
No ma'am, but I'm fairly certain I may have robbed the DMV to get my license. Considering that I'm about to burn down a bunch of dust labs, all leather, again, might not have been the best idea, but it's amazing how sometimes you will forget things when you realize how many drugs are being pushed upon a neighborhood. I mean, think about it. This actually used to be a really nice place, and now we've got these lunatics and their Loa dust all over the joint. Okay, a little bit of a screw-up with the explosives there, but... Alright, crisis moderately averted. I am still doing a no-death run this video. Mighty convenient that the police don't open fire on you for defending yourself against a bunch of maniacs. What was I just doing there? Whoops, apparently that cardboard box was kind of absorbing a couple of the bullets.
Let us make our father proud.
I heard you were going to make your father proud, and all I can say is he is going to be insanely disappointed at you. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just... Whoa, apparently they hit me with a projectile attack. Oh, geez. I hate it when I'm right. I'll be back, folks. Okay, I just realized that you cannot call in your personal vehicles when you are on a mission, so it looks like Cassie is going to be running the next location.
My turn to steal blood.
My way to work.
And my turn to steal your soul. Oh, look, I got myself a... Hold on a sec. Again, don't know if that played enough to trigger a copyright censor or copyright notice thingamabobby, but still, not gonna risk it. What I was saying earlier is, this used to be such a nice neighborhood with respectable people manufacturing the dope. Okay, did not expect to snipe that guy from afar with a shotgun.
Be thankful I don't kill you now.
I have no idea who said that, but I'm going to assume it was one of the people sitting at the table. At the poker table, I mean.
Where have you been hiding?
Or a card table, whatever they were playing. Could have been poker, could have been something else. Hang on a second, got to boost my confidence a little bit. Thank you, Towley.
You're still here?
Yes, I am, sir.
Better than going to jail.
What's that? You'd better be going to jail? Looks like you'll be going to the morgue instead. Oh, hello, sir. Almost didn't recognize you, shotgunning me from behind. And now I just did so on your dome. You're welcome. In hindsight, I probably really should have just restarted this mission from the beginning, and how was that guy not hitting me when he was shoving his gun right in my face? But yeah, probably kind of wishing I had just restarted this mission from the beginning so I could do all the driving in between the dust labs on the Melbourne. Would have made some things a little bit more fun.
Time to play.
Whatever you say there, Nikki Cross.
Worthless.
Got that right. I had a beat on him for a few seconds, and he still somehow failed to even open fire as a contingency plan.
Huh? You're mine. This is Somdi territory.
And it's soon to be Saints territory, ma'am. Just you watch.
The hell?
I was planning, sir. Oh, there's a dude in here. Okay, apparently trying the hand-to-hand route was a very bad idea. Mainly because he had boxes blocking his way. You might be wondering why I tossed that satchel charge on the ground there. You will see the answer to that question in a few seconds.
You know, boys, it's rude to stay in your room when there's company.
It's always something.
And that is why. One of the few legitimate uses for satchel charges. Although I would like to point out that satchel charges in Saints Row 2 see a fair amount more use than satchel charges in, say, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Mainly by virtue of the satchel charges being a hell of a lot less clunky in this game than they are in San Andreas. Lord above! Huh, and it appears that the Danville that I used to get here is reasonably intact. Although I'm pretty sure that it's now stuck, mainly because I can't really move the Flaming Churchill very well. Whatever, I'll just grab a new vehicle on street level.
Soldier! Together!
Come on!
I'm empty!
I'm almost empty, on blood. Turn that situation around right quick. Again, a bit of a roundabout way to get to the dust lab in question, but still. If I'm trying to put some distance between me and people with guns, I'll take whatever way is the most convenient. Especially if the only getaway vehicle you have at the time has very bad handling.
How we doing?
Alright, now we are in the manufacturing lab of the place, and now it's time to do it like those levels in Siphon Filter and kill all the technicians so they can't make this drug themselves. Pretty sure Shaundi would know most about that for us. Oh, it's the last technician you kill that has the key. Apparently someone outside had a little mishap involving explosions, or explosives. See what I mean? During my test recording, the guy all the way over here, that guy, he had the key. Why was that one guy doing a bring it gesture? And apparently in all that crossfire, I seem to have destroyed the dust lab again. What I meant was I destroyed that dust lab the same way I destroyed that Knoxville in Orange Threat level. Didn't even know I had managed to even tag it, you know? It looks like the head technician is trying to make a getaway in a station wagon.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
I know the game wants you to use that hammerhead as a getaway vehicle or chase vehicle, but I had an annihilator.
What are you thinking, my friend?
It's beautiful.
And expensive.
More money will come.
You had best be right. Between the farm and this fire, we cannot afford to have anything go wrong with our next shipment.
Don't worry, General. The shipment will be safe.
These saints are proving themselves to be quite the nuisance.
Then perhaps it's time we speak to their leader.
See, that's how you know you've become a thorn in a gang's side, when their leader wants to speak to you. Well, especially if you also happen to be the leader of the gang that's being annoying in question. But I can kind of understand what Mr. Sunshine was getting at there. Fire can be quite the beautiful thing sometimes. And that is where we shall conclude for today. Next time on Let's Play Saints Row 2, we are probably going to be doing something that involves sitting in a vehicle for most of it. Specifically, one that has a lot of air conditioning. Hey, helicopters are way bigger than cars, therefore they have a lot more air conditioning than cars. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Holla at y'all later.